Hello and welcome back to another NHIG video. In this video we're going to be looking at the construction of T-welds. T-welds are quite commonly found in tripods, as well as door and gate furniture. For the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to be creating our T-weld out of two pieces of 20x6. Firstly, I will cool off my piece of 20x6. This is in order to create an upset. If I do not cool the material where I do not want it to upset, it will bend. An upset is the act of thickening a piece of material, trading length for width and thickness. I am upsetting the end due to the wastage which sometimes occurs during the welding process. Once the end is sufficiently upset, I will forge a taper. This taper is in order to create a weld plane on the piece of material. Next, I will mark up the crossbar. I want the scarf on the crossbar to be slightly narrower than the piece I am welding to it. I will also upset the centre of this crossbar in order to mitigate for the wastage. As this is central to the crossbar, you can see the bar bending and I'm having to keep it straight. The scarf on the crossbar is created with the ball peen. The hardy hole of the anvil is useful for this, as it allows me to hit the material without striking the anvil. The scarf on the crossbar is simply a divot. And here we have our two components. These two components are going to be welded flat to flat. In order to make sure I am welding them in the correct orientation, I will put chalk marks on the two bars. Prior to performing the weld, I will conduct several dry runs in order to make sure that I know where everything needs to be. I have also marked up the anvil to know where the bar has to lie in order for the two components to meet accurately. The fire is built up in order to produce a neutral fire rather than an oxidizing one, and the two components are then tacked together. After tacking, I am able to weld them much more intensively. we have a faint line where the two components have met, and you can see that the divot has been filled from the additional volume brought to it. The component can then be dressed and squared off. The dressing process can also serve to blend in the toe of the scarf if there is a visible line left. And here we have the fully welded piece. As you can see, we have a faint line where the weld is on the one side. It has blended in well on the other. However, this is an extremely solid weld. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you on the next video.